Welcome to this weekly episode of Working With You, brought to you by All American Cooperative.
This week we're at Borst Family Dairy, and we're going to talk about the importance of fly control and give you some tips on how you can incorporate fly control strategies on your farm.
Hi everyone, my name is Barloe Brisson. I work for Purina Animal Nutrition and All American Cooperative as a dairy production specialist. Up in northern Wisconsin is where I began my career in nutrition, where I worked with both beef and dairy.
And I'm Dr. Lindsey Borst. I've spent the last 5 years working as a dairy practitioner for a veterinary clinic, and I recently joined the feed team at All American Co-op as a calf and heifer specialist. So why is fly control important on dairy farms? First and foremost, controlling flies on farms helps to decrease stress and increase comfort for cattle and for the humans that are working with the cattle. And anytime you can decrease stress for cattle, they're going to be more productive.
According to research from the University of Illinois, calves from highly infested herds grew more slowly, and they typically resulted with weights that were 10 to 25 pounds less than their counterparts in uninfested herds.
As a veterinarian, another thing that I think of when I think of control of flies on farms is controlling fly populations on farms helps to control the spread of disease as well. Flies are great carriers for things like bacteria and viruses that can cause diseases such as pink eye and mastitis.
The first type of technology that we can utilize to decrease the presence of flies is feed-through technology. For example, Alticid. Alticid works by preventing the amount of horn flies that are able to reach adulthood. Horn flies will lay their eggs into fresh manure patties. When they do this, the pubescent stage occurs, and then through that, within 2 weeks, they will reach adulthood. By feeding Alticid, we prevent the pubescent stage from reaching adulthood, decreasing the amount of flies that are present. Each year, horn flies have a huge economic impact on your herd. They will consume about 6 gallons of blood per head per summer, which also not only decreases stress by having less flies, but it decreases the overall amount of blood that the horn flies will consume from your cattle. At All American Cooperative, we are able to fulfill your feed-through fly control needs, either with our wind and rain mineral with fly control or through mineral tubs.
Clarifly is another type of feed-through fly preventative that's pretty common to use on dairy farms. And Clarifly is the type of larvicide that passes through the manure and doesn't allow the larva to develop into adults. And it's great because you can feed it all types of feeds, all the way from milk and baby calves to TMRs and adult cows. Another good strategy for fly control in cattle is the use of insecticides. Now we can use those in a lot of different forms, including sprays or pour-ons for some shorter term fly relief. Another great strategy is the use of insecticide fly tags. Fly tags are a great type of insecticide to use, especially for animals that are out on pasture. They not only protect the face of the animal that's wearing them, but they'll also rub the tags on their buddies to help to protect the group as a whole. When you're using fly tags, it's important to follow the manufacturer's recommendations in terms of rotating the different types of insecticides year to year so that we don't develop resistance to flies.
Another option for controlling flies around your calf hutches is premise spraying. Not only will it help to keep flies down on your calves, but it'll also be easier when you're outside working with them. Work with a reputable fly premise spraying company to develop a plan for your farm.
So we hope you guys learned a little bit about why fly control is important and ways that you can reduce fly populations on your farm.
If you would like any further information, please reach out to one of our feed team members and visit us at allamericancoop.com.